What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money, and we on another podcast episode of A Lot of Fashion Podcasts, and we're going to talk about how to become a podcaster. First and foremost, I want to thank all of y'all for hopping on the podcast with us. Pretty much what we like to do here is give you guys business gems, whether it be from me or different business professionals that I run into, and they give us their story and business gems that they've picked up along the way. So make sure that you like and subscribe so that way you can continue to get these business gems. Let's get into it. First and foremost, you want to identify your audience. Use things you are interested in, buying habits, location, environment, to develop your perfect customer and use the same, marketing strategies you buy from, to reach your customers and audience. The next thing is find and understand your niche. When you're developing a podcast, now that you better understand your audience and you've identified your niche, sub-niche. A sub-niche is a niche that is a very detailed part of the overall niche and serves a very specific audience. It's not necessarily say for like in fashion, we're in fashion, and then you have like street fashion or streetwear, and then luxury wear. It's a different niche that you're serving, and then within that niche you're actually serving a specific area, whether it be just t-shirts, or you're doing a whole brand, or you have specific items that you sell to your customer. That is a sub niche. So you want to identify all these things in order for you to be able to actually attract the proper attention for your podcast, and also tap in and relate to your audience on a very detailed level, so that way they can engage on a higher rate, because they'll relate to the content that you're putting out. So definitely try to make it as authentic as possible, so that way people can tap in and really get something from it. The next thing is plan your podcast schedule, and are you going to be posting every week? Are you going to be posting bi-weekly, every month? These things matter because first and foremost, you got to tailor your content a certain way as far as how long your podcast is going to be, whether it be 15 minutes, a whole hour, or 30 minutes, or it's just going to be a whole episode, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. Are you going to record content with the podcast, where it be a web series, or TV show that you have along with it, or a documentary, or just you got to tailor these things in, so that way your schedule and routine is locked in and your audience is constantly coming back. Next thing is platforms that you're going to post on. With some industries and niches, they may require you to focus on more specific ways to market your audience, whether it be on Facebook. That's a more universal approach, but only caters to a specific audience. You got Instagram. It's more of a catalog platform, and then you have YouTube, where they like video content, but they also have audio content as well too. So you gotta first and foremost look at the platforms that are available. Look at the type of content that you're putting out. You may have a blog that's attached to your podcast, so you want more written format type platforms like Threads and Twitter, or X, to post those pieces of content to get your audience to draw in, and places where you'll find your audience. The next thing is equipment. Now, personally with me, all you really need is a wireless mic, or a condenser mic kit, your laptop, and Buzzsprout, for your streaming platform, in order to post your content on a consistent basis. But you also might want to get a soundboard. You also might want to tap in with your budget as far as a venue spot, or making sure that you have a venue for your podcast. You also might need a couch, or different types of layout equipment as well too. That's something that you want to put into your budget for your podcast. Me personally, all I have is my laptop, my condenser mic kit, which is the mic, also the mic cover pretty much to enhance the sound, and then on top and block out certain sounds. But I also got my phone just to, record. And then also, if I, want to, if I'm doing like a, on the go type podcast where, I might need a wireless mic, a couple wireless mics, just so that me and my, guests can tap in together on the podcast. You make sure you have those different types of things so that way everything can move smoothly. So that's, just some of the piece of equipment that you can check out. Different, platforms that, I've used in order to purchase these things is Temu and Amazon Prime. Not Amazon Prime, but the Amazon shop. So go ahead and check it out. The last but not least thing is make sure that you post your stuff consistently and stick to your marketing plan strategy. So first and foremost, make sure that you put together a solid marketing plan for your brand. This is after, you've identified your audience, identified your niche, actually, started to put together a plan for your content. Once you do that, you actually want to understand where you're going to market, like I said, these different piece of content on the different platforms. So definitely, make sure that number one, you post consistently, and that number two, you have a plan so that way people can, engage at a high rate. I'm not saying that, everybody's going to tap into that joint first day, but at the same time, with different platforms like YouTube, definitely, helping audiences tap into new, content creators, also, new podcasters, also, TikTok, the way that, it's allowing influencers to grow on a fast rate as well too. Definitely, make sure you tap in, make sure that you have quality, video content as well too, like, making sure that you have custom thumbnails, you have, I guess you could say, illuminating fonts and, text, so that way people draw, attraction to, the thumbnails that you have. And then also make sure that, you're researching the different content that is out there with your competitors as well too, so that way you can tap in and see what the trending topics are in your niches. So make sure you, check all these things out. Make sure that you like and subscribe on our podcast. We appreciate everyone that has tapped in with us. It keeps us to continue to grow and, helps us to continue to give you guys the gems that you need in order to be the best versions of yourself. Keep visualizing your purpose. I am out.